I'm Lauren Finney, the editor of Lonely Planet's US magazine, and I'm just back from New Orleans, Louisiana. In a nutshell, New Orleans is a must-see whenever you're in the United States. I would rank it right up there with New York and LA. It is a major city where there's just such a really cool creative class that's come out ever since post-Katrina. Everywhere you look, people are just really, really happy to be in New Orleans and to have the tourism to support the city. The food in New Orleans is absolutely my favorite food in the entire world, and not just Cajun and Creole. On some of my trips there, I've had everything from Vietnamese to fried chicken to Israeli. I can't believe in all of my time in New Orleans, I never made it to the World War II Museum, and it's one attraction in the city that you absolutely can't miss, whether it's your first time or your 10th time. They have everything from tanks and planes and trains in there to a really awesome film produced and narrated by Tom Hanks that has a lot of interactive elements. There are flashes, it snows inside the auditorium at one point, your seat rumbles when there's a big fighter jet coming. I highly recommend it. So my favorite activity this trip to New Orleans, despite all the rain, was going up to the rooftop of the Pontchartrain Hotel on St. Charles Avenue. It was an old hotel that was just recently redone, and everyone back in the old days, like Rita Hayworth used to go there and hang out. And they had this really surprisingly great rooftop bar where you could get this cool view of New Orleans. I mean, everyone knows New Orleans for the French Quarter architecture and all of the crazy characters you meet down there, but it was really great to be reminded that New Orleans is a very large city with a lot of commerce and a lot of people living there. If I had to go back to New Orleans and only could do one thing while I was there, it would definitely be the Insectarium. It's an insect museum on Canal Street, so close to the quarter and really easy to get to. It was just the most delightful children's museum I've ever been to. I had a very bizarre encounter with my first roasted cricket, which I ate on top of a chocolate chip cookie. And the surprise hit was this beautiful Japanese butterfly garden. There were tortoises in there, koi. The butterflies just kind of flit around you and kind of do their thing, and it's just really cool to be in the middle of that.